for years, and I'm very excited that somebody considered to give me the option. And when I came in because for money, because when I was, money was never enough, and I was looking for something that I could do on a basis. And I came in and make money, but when I came in, it's not more important than health. But my health is my greatest wealth. And I thank God because I have actually seen it in this opportunity of New Life. Experience very, very wonderful health. I've helped my family members to get the best health. And I've also empowered many people, also gotten the was taught, and I've been build the world. So whatever promises they deliver. So I'm again very excited about this opportunity. And if you are listening to our time, you are most welcome. And I know at the end of this session, you're going to learn a lot. Look at one of the diseases that are a great challenge to many, not only in Kenya, but the whole world, the lifestyle diseases, which is cancer. And cancer is actually a great challenge today in the country. And you want to learn more how we can be able to take care of ourselves and of people who are suffering from these diseases, how the supplementation of New Life can help them as they go through the chemos and the treatment. So I don't want to take my, I want to invite our presenter. Today we are really privileged to be a leader in our midst, who is going to take us topic. I have known him, he's a great leader. I know that even in this area, and he's going to take us through this program. We have people here in the call who have people the problem of cancer, and they have been helped as they have gone through it. And even we have one been a victim of cancer who has helped a lot by the supplements through this treatment. And we are going to hear honest, and therefore I want our director, our upcoming Ruby director, Eric, I hope you can. Eric, me?
Getting me?
Eric,
yes, I'm getting you. Are you getting me?
Not very
Am
well.
I audible? Hearing you, Purity?
Your sound is not very good, Eric.
Are you hearing me?
I don't know whether it's mine or yours. I can't hear you well. Hello, Eric. Can you hear me? Eric, can you hear me now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you so much, and you're welcome to the call. You can take the floor, and make sure we can see your video. We can see your video. You can put on your video. You're welcome. You take the floor and continue.
Thank you. My video is off.
Yes.
Thank you.
Eric, are you there? Eric, I can't get you. I don't know whether it's me or everyone else.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Ochieng, and I'm a director with New Life International. How are you? I am Eric Ochieng.
Yeah, we can see you now.
Been with New Life for the last. You're seeing me now?
Yes, continue.
I've been with New Life for the last 10 years now, and this company came to me through a total stranger who found me working somewhere as a watchman with a company called PG Security. Life wasn't good when I was in PG Security, but I thank God this stranger introduced me to Neolife. And I started building my business part-time at the age of 23. 6 months into the business, I went into the business full-time. And since then, hello.
Hello, Eric.
Eric, continue, but
Yeah,
you had muted yourself.
I've seen someone unmuted me.
You're okay, continue. But raise
Okay.
your voice.
For the last 10 years, I've really enjoyed a lot through Neolife. For the last 10 years, have really enjoyed a lot with Neolife, from the health, the money part of it, the lifestyle, and meeting many friends, creating new relationships. Today, life has really changed, and I want to encourage you, everyone who is here, if you are a guest today, feel most welcome. Today, I want us to talk briefly about cancer program. That is the topic that I'll only take about 10-15 minutes to brief you about small information about cancer. And as we all know, many people are currently suffering from cancer worldwide. And we are privileged as Neolife family. We have something that can protect our system against being victims. And we can help those who are already victims. At least we give them some little hope. As we know, cancer is a global disaster. And if you hear the word cancer, it simply tells us that if someone tells you they have cancer, just understand that they have uncontrolled abnormal cells, which is multiplying, and that is, it may focus on one area or one part of the system, but slowly it gets into other systems, and that is what destroys the health of a person. And if you look into some few causes of cancer, we have over 100 different types of cancer. So I'm going to talk generally about cancer and just some few points that brings about cancer. And one of the things that is said to be causing a lot of cancer is the environmental exposure, more so the ultraviolet radiation that may cause a challenge. They alter the DNA and they bring out the skin cancer, which is one of the common cancer, as we know. We also have people who are working in different companies that have got a lot of chemicals, deals with a lot of chemicals. Companies like the companies that make car tires. Those are the areas, some of the areas that if someone works there, chances of getting cancer is very high. And the last point that I want to talk about is the diet. A bigger number of cancer that we are experiencing worldwide is because of our diet. We are really taking a lot of what our body doesn't really need. And you find if you take more of what your body doesn't need, it's going to weaken your immunity. Once the immunity is weakened, chances of developing many other challenges is very high. Amongst them is cancer that we are talking about today. And as I've told you, we have over 100 different types of cancer, but I want to share with you just about 5 common cancer that we have in the world today, starting with the lung cancer. It's one of the amongst the leading causes of death of cancer. We have breast cancer, which, for your information, can get a man and a woman because we both have the mammary gland. We have colorectal cancer, which has both the colon and the rectum. We have prostate cancer for men. Those who are over 35 years and above can easily develop it. We'll discuss that later. Stomach cancer, and I've mentioned skin cancer, and these are some of the leading cancer, killer cancer we have in the world. And Jerry Braswell saw this coming many years ago, and the scientists that we have in the world, he decided worldwide, anyone who is a cancer victim, and you give them some of our products that I'm going to talk about shortly, they must improve to a certain level. No matter the stage that the cancer is, if you give them the correct products, depending on the type of cancer they're suffering from, I can assure you, and I have many testimonies that I have given people with the same challenges. And just to make sure that you have to keep your system away from cancer, there are just some few points that I would like to mention, maybe if you are writing. Number one, it's very important to make sure that you have a healthy cell. A healthy cells enable nutrients to get in and waste to get out very well. Human beings are said to be having about 73 trillion cells. These 73 trillion cells need to be well taken care of. If you don't take good care of your 73 trillion cells, they are dying every time. If you don't get them renewed, chances are you are going to develop challenges from there. So always make sure you keep your cells very healthy. And by doing so, or for you to do so, you need a lot of whole grains to take care of your cells. Then you need to protect them against the intruders. Keeping the intruders out of your cell will save you a lot. Many people will wait until you start feeling some uncomfortability for you to see a doctor. But in New Life, we are telling you, we have something that is going to help you protect your cell against the intruders. And what I mean by protection is, if today you want to live
Hello, Eric. You're lost. We can't hear you now. Eric, can you hear me?
From home, and you are not
Eric, we
leaving
can't hear
someone
you.
in your house, most probably you're going to lock that house. But it doesn't mean your neighbor is a thief. But it's just for you to, you see, am I audible? I'm getting.
Eric, we have lost you. Eric?
Sorry, Purity. I think Eric is gone offline. He's trying to connect again, and he has a very poor network on his side. So let me unmute him. I think he's back now.
Okay.
Am I
Sound. Eric, we can't hear you. Can you hear me? Please bear with us. We're just trying to get Eric back. He's having some challenges and struggle with network from wherever he's connecting. So I'm just going to unmute Purity. Probably she can continue with something as we wait for Eric to join us. Purity, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Paul.
Yeah, I think Eric is totally struggling with technology. He's joined, but he's not joined with sound. So I'm just waiting for him to join with sound. Probably you can share something as we wait for him to try to come through.
Okay, thank you, Paul, and we are very sorry for what is happening. Sometimes technology fail all of us sometimes, but I just request all of us to be patient, because so far he has done very well. He has talked about the different types of cancers.
Sorry, Purity, he seems to be back. Eric, can you hear me? Eric, can you hear me? Eric, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Paul.
Wow. Yeah, I think
you're hearing me.
Yes, I can hear you, but not very clear. I think your network is not very clear today.
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Okay, just position yourself somewhere where there is a bit of network so that we can be able to get the session clear from you.
Really disturbed here, Paul.
Yeah,
my net is telling me, Paul.
Yeah,
okay,
it's much better now. Continue.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
As I was talking about our body cells, we need to make sure they can allow nutrients to get in and waste to get out. We need to protect them against immunity-related diseases. They need to be renewed all the time. And we need to make sure that our cells are well balanced. And getting to our new life solution to cancer, I will be mentioning a few products and how they are going to benefit someone who has got cancer, no matter the stage. I'm going to light one by one. I will start with a product that we all know that is very good for cancer patients, and that is Neolife Shake. Neolife Shake is one of the best products for cancer patients because it gives you energy. And again, you find that those people who are overweight, they eat a lot of junk foods, and it's easier for someone to develop some conditions like some form of cancer, like the cancer that affects the stomach and the colon and the rectum, simply because they are eating badly. So NutriShake is one of the, Neolife Shake is one of the products that is very good for that. And my second product that I will advise so much is CoQ10. As you all know, the work of CoQ10 is to help the cell produce the energy. Our energy is being produced within the cell. There's a place called mitochondria that is now where the energy is being produced in the cell. So if you give CoQ10 for someone who is suffering from cancer, they won't feel that weak, even if they are undergoing undergoing the chemotherapy and the radio. Remember, chemotherapy and radiotherapy, they end up even harming some of our body organs, like the kidney, problem with the memory. And it is very important to use these products because they are going to really help you protect your system against such conditions. So CoQ10 is one of the best products that you really need to give someone who is suffering from cancer. Then I'm going to talk about phytodefense, which is an immunity booster that we have in your life. Phytodefense has got 3 products. It's a 3-product combined together. And it has carotenoid complex, which is an immunity booster, very important for cancer patients. Carotenoid will help you boost your immunity by 37% in only 3 weeks. And as you know, someone who is undergoing chemo or radio, they have weak immunity because both good and bad cells are being affected along the process. Then we have flavonoid complex. Flavonoid complex is very good and is said to be cancer of the flavonoid that's going to stop creation or the multiplication of cancerous cells. And something good about flavonoid complex is it has vitamin B17, which is very good, very important for cancer patients. So one of the products you should even increase the dosage for cancer patient is flavonoid. Then we have cruciferous. Cruciferous is very good for hormonal-related cancer. So if you meet someone suffering from cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, those are hormonal-related cancer. And if you give a lot of cruciferous, it's really going to help them scavenge the cancer cells and make sure that they doesn't multiply. So that is phytodefense. You can choose to give it as it is, as phytodefense, or you can break it down. The beauty of breaking it down is your patient or your client will have more tablets of cruciferous as compared to the tablets in phytodefense. Then I'm going to talk about the zinc. Zinc is also very important for someone suffering from the cancer, more so the prostate cancer. If you give any man suffering from prostate cancer and you put them on a high dosage of zinc, zinc is really going to help them because you find the prostate enlargement comes in because the level of zinc is getting down. But now, if you start feeding them with a lot of zinc, they are going to really improve. And again, remember, zinc is also an immunity booster. So you can as well give zinc to help them in immunity purposes. Then there's fiber. Fiber is very recommended for someone who is suffering from the colon and the rectum cancer or stomach related issues. And I have seen many people in this country, and we've lost some great leaders because of a challenge that might have been sought out by just using fiber. If you find someone who has an experience of colorectal cancer, it simply tells you that at some point, this person had a problem with the digestion system. And to clear that digestion system challenge, everyone needs to have a lot of fiber. And fiber is for have in our company. So very important, very cheap, very affordable. Everyone needs to use fiber. Also, if you get someone who has got the colon and the rectum on the stomach cancer, please give them a lot of fiber. You are really going to sort them out. Then we have omega-3 salmon, and as you know, omega-3 is an many people undergoing the chemotherapy and the radiotherapy is a harsh process. So if you give them a lot of omega-3, you're really going to help them reduce the pain, which is very much important. And again, if someone is suffering again from the prostate cancer, you are going really to help them big by giving them omega-3. Then I'm going to talk about the recently launched products, and that is Botanical Balance. I read an article on social media. I am a friend of Google. So I was reading about the turmeric in Botanical Balance and the ginger in it. It is said that turmeric stops creation of or the multiplication of cancerous cells. So if someone is already suffering from cancer and you want to stop the multiplication of the cancerous cells, one of the best products you can use to stop that is Botanical Balance, because it has ginger in it, it has turmeric in it. So it is very advisable. Someone suffering from cancer, please give Botanical Balance. Another product that is very good is feminine, being for women, and masculine for men. Any lady suffering from hormone-related cancer, please give feminine herbal, because it's going to help them balance their hormones as women. And men suffering from prostate cancer, it's very important. Are you getting me?
Eric, yes, continue. We can hear you now.
Thank you very much, Paul. There are some 4 areas that I wanted to make you understand that if we can take good care of them, there is no single day in your life you are going to experience some those forms of cancer and many other diseases. Number 1, I like to encourage you to take good care of your digestive system. Why? If you take good care of your digestive system, there is no single day you are going to experience colon cancer, the rectum cancer, or stomach cancer.
Eric, we have lost you.
And some of the products that you need to use, we have stage 6. I don't know where my challenge is. Are you getting me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Thank you. I was saying an area that we really need to focus on so much is the digestive system, because if you take good care of your digestive system, you are going to fight the stomach cancer, the colon cancer, rectum cancer, and some of the products that we need to use is fiber, stage 6, garlic allium, aloe vera plus to help you take care of your digestive system. And another area that we need to work on is our immunity. Always make sure your immunity is at the top. It is said that cancer cells cannot survive in an alkaline environment. So if you have a strong immunity, always make sure it will help you, or it will always make sure your system is at an alkaline level. So to help you understand that no cancer cells is going to thrive in that environment. And some of the products that you need to use for your immunity is zinc, carotenoid complex. We have phytodefense. You can use vitamin C as well. It's very important for our immunity. Make sure your immunity will always be at the top. And another area that we need to work on is our reproductive system. And we have feminine herbal for ladies. We have masculine herbal for men. We have omega-3 for both of us. We have CalMag for both of us. We have TRNN and Formula 4 and Formula 4 Plus. Those are some of the products we really need to take. We have zinc, more so for men, very important for our reproductive system. We have vitamin B complex for both of us, very important to take good care of our reproductive system. And the last system that we really need to take good care of is our circulatory system. We should try to make sure that the blood circulates into every part of our system smoothly, without any blockage, without any challenge in our system. And some of the products that you are going to need to take good care of your circulatory system is we have vitamin E, we have garlic allium, we have omega-3, we have lipotropic adjunct, we have wheat germ, and we have even carotenoid is very important for your blood circulatory. We have zinc, which is also very important for that, because these are some of the products that if you take regularly, I can assure you the blood system is going to be clear all the time. The blood itself is going to be in a proper circulation, and you are going to fight all these forms of cancer. And I am begging to leave it at that point. I know there has been some disappointment from my side because of the net. I apologize, and I believe we've learned something. And something that you need to know about the new life products. Some of the products that our body really needs so much are the easiest and the cheapest products in your life. So if you take good care of, if you take advantage of that, some of the cheapest products that we even never think of are some of the products that our body really needs a lot. Otherwise, I'm getting back to you, Paul. Thank you so much for your time and for listening to me. May God bless you. Have a blessed evening. Paul, back to you and Purity.
Thank you so much, Eric. We are
Paul and Purity.
Hello, Eric. Thank you so much. Can you hear me, Eric? Thank you so much for the
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I know you have had challenges.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, I know you have had challenges with the network, but I'm very sure the people on call have actually been able to follow you. Personally, I've been able to follow you. You have talked about the different kinds of cancer, what we can do to prevent ourselves, and the new life solution. You've given us the various products that we need, and even how to take care of our different systems in our bodies so that we can be able to be free from the cancer. That is very good. And maybe we shall reserve the questions for the next time, so that this time I can be able to give two people who are in this call so that they can give us their testimonies on how they've been able to deal with the cancer and how they have been helped by the products. So I want to start by one of our directors. Her name is Director Miriam Major. Miriam Major, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, Miriam? Miriam, I know you have an Oppo. Miriam, can you hear me?
Purity, I'm struggling to get to know which Oppo Miriam is connecting with. So
Yeah.
I don't know whether she can tell us, because I have like 6 Oppos, so I don't know which one she's joining us with. Miriam, if you can hear, just text me the Oppo name that you're using, your phone name, because it's not giving me your name. Miriam, can you hear me? Sure, I think we have a challenge there, Purity.
Okay, maybe we can call the other person as she tries to sort herself. Oppo AF. Now Oppo AF. Is there AF somewhere? Oppo A37.
Okay, I can see that. Let me try just to unmute her. Miriam, when you see the message to unmute yourself, just accept so that we can be able to move forward quickly. Yes, now we can see you, Miriam. Maybe you can proceed now.
Hello, everyone. Yes,
Hi,
my name is Miriam Menjo. Are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
I am Miriam. Yes, I am Director Miriam Menjo. I am married and I am a public servant. I work in Kakamega County, but I am a resident of Wasingishu. I joined New Life 2017. I am about 3 years now. And what made me to join the New Life is because of, I lost my father because of cancer. And before I lost my father, I had been asked to join New Life 10 years ago. And I didn't know that one day, maybe me or our family, we are going to be involved in chronic disease. I didn't know. I thought maybe it's for some people. But one day it came to our family. We really tried to save him. We treated him in most of the expensive hospitals. We took even him to Uganda, to referral, to so many hospitals, but he didn't make it. So after that issue, I got invitation once again through my cousin to join New Life. And I actually attended a meeting in Kitale where my Sapphire director, Victor Olonde, together with PT Purity was presenting. So after that training, I didn't actually waste time. I joined New Life immediately because I really asked myself, what if I could have joined the New Life early? Maybe I could have saved my father. So I didn't waste time. I joined immediately. In fact, I didn't have money during that time. I borrowed money from M-Shwari and I actually joined immediately. After joining, I've helped so many people with health issues. First, I started with my husband. Thank God, during that time when I joined, it is the same time that actually he was tested to have diabetes. And actually he was complaining that what will I do? Because I've not educated my children. And I told him, you don't need to worry because we have a solution. So I gave him products, Provitality and Fiber for 3 months. And actually he was able to recover. In fact, after 3 months, because he was visiting the hospital for checkups every month. And after 3 months, when he went back, he was told that actually he's free from diabetes. In fact, the doctor asked him whether actually he had diabetes. And it was surprising because the same doctors who were treating him were asking him about the same question. So he's free from diabetes even up to date. The other person I also helped her was my mother. She was suffering from arthritis to an extent that she had started pending. But actually after using products, she was able to get well, and even up to date, she's doing very well. I've also helped so many people with health issues, including those ones with ulcers, those ones even with HIV and AIDS, plus so many other people. And actually, our products are working. So long as a patient can use them faithfully and even for some time. Recently, I have a case of a student. She's a girl. She was supposed to sit for a Form 4 examination last year from October. And during this time, she was sick because of abdominal cancer. She was to be operated. Actually, she went to the hospital for operation, but at the time of operation, the doctors discovered that the cancer had extended, and actually they did nothing to her. She was told that was in referral hospital. She was told to visit Kenyatta Hospital after about 4 or 5 months. That was supposed to be done in March. And my member, who was actually a neighbor, informed me about the same and products. We started with Provitality, Zinc, and the flavonoids. And actually there was great improvement. She regained the energy, and the problem which she was also having was abdominal pains. We gave her Zinc together with Aloe Vera Plus, and she was able to feel better because of using those products. Come January this year, this lady went back to school to study, preparing for exams this year. She's been in school from January until March, when the issue of Corona was suspended all the schools. So she's doing well, and she's on products. So our products actually are working because there was a sister or a nurse, a neighbor to this lady actually. And we also wanted to introduce the products to her, but she said that maybe she tried using chemotherapy first. She went for chemotherapy for 1 or 2 weeks, and she didn't make it. But this lady, she's still living even up to date, and we are encouraging her to continue using the products, because cancer, as you know, is a chronic disease. You don't get rid of it in 1 month. You have to continue building immunity. You have to continue increasing the good cells, so that the good cells is able to fight the bad cells. And actually, from our training from Eric, he has trained us very well on the products that we are supposed to use. The other benefit about which I've gotten from New Life is on lifestyle. I've been able to travel to some of the best hotels in Kenya. I have been to Diani Beach Hotel in Mombasa, courtesy of this opportunity. And actually, guess what? We didn't use the normal means of transport. I was able to use SGR. And actually, I really enjoyed the traveling, the scenery, and everything. So we've been also, if it was not for Corona, we've been having our meetings in the Continental Hotel. We've been meeting with people of high caliber, like the governors. And I'm telling you, New Life is very good. New Life is the best place to be. I've also gotten money from New Life. Actually, from the first month I joined New Life, I've never missed a check from New Life. So I have been able to increase my income, not only from my salary, but also from New Life. So those ones are those new people who have joined us today. Welcome to New Life. You are able to change the lives of the people around you. You are able to change the lives of people, even in the world. And actually, as you help somebody save a life, you are actually serving God. In fact, I've taken this New Life business as a service to God, not even to make money, but actually to serve God. So welcome all. You can make money, you can travel, you can help somebody get out of chronic disease. Thank you very much. Thank you, Purity. Actually, she's the one who encouraged me to join the New Life, because I said, if a lecturer can leave a job, if a lecturer can do this business full time, what about me? So
Thank you so much, Miriam. I think we are losing her, but we have all had her testimony. It is powerful. It is great.
sometimes
Thank you so much.
yes.
Thank you so much for your wonderful testimony, for helping so many people, and even helping that girl who is still alive now after using our New Life products. That tells us that our New Life products work. And all those who are listening to us, let's go out and serve other people by helping them. So I want to call our last person who is going to give us her testimony. Her name is Dr. Jane Sawe. She was actually a victim of cancer, and today she is very okay, but I want her to give her story. She is better placed to do it. So I hope Daktari unanisikia. Dr. Jane Sawe, can you hear me?
Yes, PT.
Welcome so much. Continue.
Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you. Continue.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, PT Purity, Eric, Miriam, for all the nice presentations you've given us. We've been able to learn quite a lot this evening from you people. My name's Jen Sawe. The doctor is to be crowned soon. So maybe we don't use that one for now. Now, who is this Jen Sawe? This Jen Sawe teaches in one of the universities. And I came across New Life in 2016, October. At that time, I was really, really sick with a lot of problems, which are lifestyle related, because I actually had arthritis, I had high blood pressure, ulcer, and even respiratory congestion, which quite often would really cause me a lot of problems, especially when the weather changes. And I was being treated using the normal medications by the doctors. And apparently, I was going from bad to worse. So when I came across the New Life products, I decided, why not try them? I used the products, and the most amazing thing is that in the next 2 weeks, I felt very nice, I felt light, I felt like even the pressure that I had been having, which I had been told, of course, it was an issue to do with my family lineage. And the doctor had told me I'll just manage with medications and I'll be fine until when God decides otherwise. So I used the products, and every time I went for checkup, the doctor was amazed. He kept asking me, what is not happening? Your pressure seems to be going down, down, down. And indeed, he started even removing his medication. So to cut a long story short, I got well from arthritis, something I was unable even to bend to do normal household chores, like even cleaning the house. I got well, I got so flexible, I got okay from high blood pressure, I got okay from ulcer, which I could not eat foods anyhowly, and even from the attacks on the respiratory system. And I forgot about even the inhalers that I used to use. Now, fast forward, come to 2018. 2018, July, August, I'm being diagnosed with breast cancer. And meanwhile, when I was using these products earlier, it actually helped me to develop confidence in these products that are based in nature and backed by science. And I was more attracted to the science because something which has been researched on really has a lot to do with it's able to help you in a good way, and there is evidence that it can actually help you. So when I was diagnosed with breast cancer in July, August 2018, of course, the initial reaction is that one of you are a bit shocked. But on the other hand, you say, okay, I've come through training and I've also gotten to know that there are products that can be able to help. So I continued using the products, and precisely the management that was going to happen was that I was going to start off with a surgery followed by chemo. So even before going for surgery, I was using a lot of Provitality and even zinc. And when I went for the surgery, it was done. And in the next 3 weeks, I was very okay. You could not tell that there was even a part that had been removed out of me. So I thank God that I came across these products because I healed within the shortest time possible. Now, after that, I went for chemo. And when I went for chemo, I was now advised that I should take something like phytodefense, which is very, very helpful in terms of boosting the immunity. And indeed, I used phytodefense, and my immunity was always up. I was never returned on any of the cycles, because normally when they go and check your blood works, if your immunity is low, they definitely tell you to go back and boost it fast. Even the same thing for blood levels. So I continued with all my cycles and finished on time. And I also used other products, because whenever you are going through chemo, there are so many complications that keep coming. Occasionally, you would even find you have mouth ulcers. I used aloe vera plus. Occasionally, you'd also find that your skin is like so delicate that even when you are exposed to the sun, you feel like you are burning inside. I used the gel, aloe vera gel for the skin. I also used quite a lot of omega-3, because occasionally there would be some degree of inflammation, which helped me sort out the inflammation. And of course, feminine herbal complex. I also used that quite a lot during that time. Now, the basic message I'm trying to mention here is cancer, like any other disease, when you use products, and these are food supplements, they are not chemicals. They are actually able to help you a lot. By the way, during the time when I was going for chemo, something unique happened. I added weight instead of losing. And quite often you find people who are going through chemo, they lose a lot of weight. But now for me, the opposite happened. I gained weight. And anytime I would even go for those chemo cycles, fellow patients would be asking me, so where is the patient you brought? And I would tell them I'm the patient, and it was very surprising. But I kept sharing my story about using the products, but many did not agree with me to use the products as well, because normally the doctors will tell you don't add anything else on top of the medication you are being given, especially the chemo treatment. So they tell you don't add anything else. But the truth of the matter is this. These are food supplements. Underline the word food supplements. And I don't think there is any doctor who can refuse you to eat food, unless, of course, they tell you to go moderate on things like sugar, fats. If you can even avoid it altogether, there is no problem. But now, for the supplements, these are food supplements. They are only coming to assist you the way that food is coming to assist you, but in a concentrated form. So that is how it's able to help you and make sure that you become okay. So I completed my chemo cycles, and then I was given a break of 1 month. Then I went back for review. Then I was put on other oral medications. And 6 months after, I went back again for a more thorough checkup to be able to see whether there are still cancer cells in my body. And when this thorough check was done, the doctor declared that they are no longer able to see any cancer cells in my body. So I'm a very vibrant individual, going about my normal duties, going about my normal life. And I thank God that I'm a cancer survivor today who is able to tell her story. Thank you so much. Those of us who are on this call as guests and those of us who are even members, these products really help. They really help. So let nobody convince you that they are not good. They are the best, the very, very best. So having said that, I think I should end my story there. Over to you, PT Purity.
Wow, thank you so much. What a wonderful, wonderful testimony to hear from you, Jane. There are so many people today who are really sick of cancer, and for sure, when they go to the hospital, they are told by many doctors tell them, don't mix. But you have made it so clear to us, even the way we can be able to be responding to them, that these are food. It's food, unless the doctor tells you not to eat, and you need to eat to remain healthy. It is food in a concentrated form. And that is very encouraging and very good to hear. So thank you so much. You are truly a victor, a cancer victor. And your testimony is wonderful and great and a very good encouragement to so many people out there. So continue sharing your testimony and continue helping so many people. So thank you so much for us who have been listening to this call. Thank you, Jane Sawe. Thank you, Miriam Major, for your testimony. Thank you, presenter Eric. You have really tried, despite the challenges of the network, you have really tried to communicate and you have actually learned a lot. Thank you so much, our host and director of sales, Paul Matu. You are always together with us and you are really supporting us. You are very grateful. And I think I will give you a minute to, as we conclude this call. And before Paul concludes the call, I want to thank you, every person who came in, all our members and our guests. I'm sure we could be having some guests in the call. Thank you so much, our guests. And I would like to request you after this, you will talk to the person who invited you so that they can show you how you can be able to join this great opportunity. We work together because we are on a mission to helping so many people to feel better and to get better and even to get the wealth and after we have gotten the health. So I want to welcome our Director of Sales East Africa, Paul Mwatu, so that he can conclude for us. Thank you so much, Paul, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Purity. I hope everyone can be able to hear me this evening. I'm Paul Mwatu, as Purity has been able to introduce me to you. All the distributors on this call, I think I'm not new. We have been meeting almost every evening during these COVID-19 times. And it has been a great time for us to be able to share what the products of Neolife can do for us. And I think we're in a better place to be able to continue to help people across the world to be able to enjoy good health, as we have been able to hear from the presenters today. Eric, you have done an extremely good job despite the challenge of connection. Eric is one guy who has a lot of information and experience in terms of understanding our products. So if you have any question about products, you can always talk to Eric and we'll be able to help you to understand more about how the products work. Miriam Mencho and Jane, amazing testimonies there. And I remember particularly Jane's case when she was going through the chemo and the treatment and all that. I went to Nakuru in her house just to go and see her and find out how she is doing. And I almost asked the same question the doctors and the other patient were asking in the hospital. I was almost tempted to ask her who is sick, because when I saw Jane, I didn't see somebody who was suffering from cancer. I saw somebody who was vibrant, who was able to walk around in her house, and we were actually trying to restrict her from going to make tea for us because we were like, she's suffering. But it was amazing to see the kind of recovery she was going through, when we know cancer and the treatment is such a big challenge. Because we are told, actually, most of the patients who die because of cancer, they don't die because of the cancer itself. They die because of the chemo and and all the treatment that comes with it. But she managed to tell us that because of the foundation of the products that she has been using, that is why she was able to really come out of it very quickly. And I remember, I think it's 2016, when I was interviewing the governor for Kisumu, the current governor for Kisumu, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, because Professor Anyang' Nyong'o and the wife Dorothy, they are part of this opportunity. They're actually part of the people who brought this opportunity to Kenya. So that time he had just come back from US, because he was undergoing the prostate cancer treatment, and I had the opportunity to be able to sit down with him at KICC and do an interview. And that is one part of the treatment that I didn't want to ask, but he came out with the information himself, and he said, you guys, you know that I've been having cancer and I've been going through treatment for the longest period now. And he attributed his quick recovery to the foundation of the products of Neolife that he has been taking over the years. Because he told her when he was in the hospital in the US, his treatment and healing was completely different. Even given his age at that time, he actually recovered faster than quite young people who came to the hospital not as sick as he was. And he's told us as the products that he has been using, the products for Neolife, and he could recommend the products to anyone. So mine is to just challenge you, if you're on this call, remember Eric has been able to position and told us that this is food. So if you want to get a chance of not getting those kind of sicknesses, you need to interact with the products. It doesn't matter whether you are sick or not. Remember, we are not in the healing industry, we're in the prevention and the correction industry. So you can be able to use the products and you can feel the difference. So if you are a guest looking at us today, we might not go further because of time. I can see we are supposed to run for 1 hour. We are 1 hour, 10 minutes. I just want to challenge you, speak to the person who brought you to this call. If you want to interact with the products, they'll give you more information. If you're looking for an opportunity to be able to earn money, the way Miriam Mench has been able to tell us that since when she came to the opportunity, every single month she gets some money. So this is a good place where you can be able to achieve the two together if you just want to change your life. So mine is to thank you so much for coming to this Zoom call today and listening to us. And wish you all the best. Stay connected with the person who invited you, and we'll be able to give you more information. Thank you so much, Purity and Isaac and Grace Chege, our present team members who have been able to organize this meeting for us, and then other person who took place in organizing this meeting. I want to thank you sincerely for being with us today. So I think, Purity, anything else you want to say, or we are good to go? I'm just trying to unmute you.
Yeah, yes, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. You've been very supportive to this team. And thank you so much. Maybe just to remind the members that we are closing the month tomorrow so that we can make sure that we close the month very well. Let's do the best that we can be able to do. I believe tomorrow we are going to have new directors, new senior managers, new managers joining this opportunity, and we shall really be able to appreciate you. So let's do our best as we close tomorrow. I'm very grateful to our PT, Grace Chege. She has really been sponsoring all over across the world. Here on the call, we have people in her team from the UK, from the USA, from Sweden, from Germany. And we are really excited that the team is exploding and going places. So thank you so much, and God bless you. I wish you a blessed night. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Bye.